This is fucked up. So 60 years ago today, Martin Luther King got pulled over for driving this old ass lady back to her cancer treatments. Martin Luther King and his wife were having dinner with this old white lady named Lillian Smith. Smith later said they got pulled over because she was white and he was black. MLK got a ticket at the stoplight for driving without a license, even though the motherfucker had a fucking license. Later on, King paid like $25 for that fee, which would be like, I don't know, like $100 a day. I don't judge for inflation and none of that shit. He paid that $25 fee, and they gave him a suspicious warrant and a probation that would put him in jail the next time he got arrested for something that everyone conveniently forgot to tell Dr. King. Before his next sit-in with a bunch of high school and college students, the cops had this nigga surrounded. They took him in and they arrested him just based off that. But it all started because MLK was driving around Miss Daisy. That happened 60 years ago today. So that's why I had to make the fucking video, I guess. So next thing King knows, getting sentenced to prison. And that's all conveniently before King can like really start all his rallies and get niggas talking about shit. This all starts before he can amass all the power that he can to fight the power. And at the time, the president that he was endorsing, and niggas don't really know about this, but the president that pretty much every black person was endorsing was Nixon. It was Richard Nixon. Because they was all like, always been voting for Republicans since Abraham Lincoln. But Lincoln ain't shit neither. Lincoln was just as racist as any other white president. But that's besides the point. Nixon wasn't doing shit for Martin Luther King. That nigga was wasting away in jail. And it turns out, behind the scenes, there's this governor of Alabama that really wanted King in jail, right? Governor Ernest Vandiver. Ernest Fucknuts was keeping tabs on King and wanted to end King's shit before it got too late. Before the nigga got too much power. Evil won. King was in jail. He was in a motherfucking chain gang. But then all of a sudden, the Kennedys came to fix everything. After the Kennedys helped King get out of jail, or during the process, King's father, Martin Luther King Sr., was all like, yo, Kennedy's a real nigga. And all the niggas was like, okay, we gonna vote for Kennedy now. And that's how Kennedy won. Because Nixon was about to win that election, but then they got the black vote. Ever since then, the black vote has been so fucking important. That's how Martin Luther King got out of fucking jail. That's how he got to do all the shit that he needed to do before he got assassinated. But at least he was a free man before that. History was changed forever as we know it. All because one good rich white dude was looking out for the little guy. So let's think, man. In terms of today, if we see this morally corrupt figure in politics and this morally righteous figure in politics, we should always go for the morally righteous figure, right? So why the fuck did we elect Biden over fucking Bernie Sanders? Damn it.
Freak ambrosia, flow is poison, it kills fake lyricists. My spit be boiling, got no equivalence. Yeah, I know I'm loyal, though I ain't innocent.
I'll probably put it in bloopers or something.
Be like, my bad! Mom with the muffin top, what's up?